Hey guys, yours truly, Kevin Grace. I'm here in Tampa, Florida at Garden Memory Cemetery. Now, I'm about to pay my respects to a wrestling commentator that was kind of compared to Walter Cronkite. He was called like the Walter Cronkite of wrestling, or even the Howard Cosell of wrestling, or the Dean of wrestling. That man, Gordon Solie. If you follow NWA wrestling in the 80s and 90s. Also, he worked for WCW and also Florida Championship Wrestling here as well. He was a main commentator, and man, he was very cool. I learned some body parts and everything else. If somebody was putting on a certain hold, like uh, the Anderson brothers. Says yes, he's putting on a hole going affecting the uh, carotid artery, and I remember when the Road Warriors would get in the ring. Says, wow, they're bringing havoc and mayhem to the ring, and man, he was just cool. Now he unfortunately passed away at age 71 in July 2000, and I did a video of him before, and of course I lost my YouTube channel because of copyright situation. So since I was in Tampa, I wanted to visit him again. Now Gordon was cremated, and he's in this bell tower here on the inside. I believe he passed away from cancer. He was smoking those cigarettes all the time, but I remember where everybody is buried. It's a little dark in here, so that's why I wanted to do my vlog outside, but he should be right here. There he is, right there. His wife died a few years before he did. Eileen, and Gordon is right here. So he was 71 years of age, but I'll try to put any type of video that I can of Gordon, but he was cremated, so like I said, he and his wife are in this niche right here. So if you come in the doors, just make a quick right, and he's right here. So if you like this video, please subscribe down below, and feel free to leave any comments about the great Gordon Solie, the Dean of Wrestling.
We will cancel this program after next week, and that's that.
No, that's not that, it. That's not that. What?
Mr. Dangerously, let me just say this. I'd like to give you just a small lesson, if I may.
Oh, please go ahead.
All right. You're young enough that you probably got a bad batch of Clearasil on right now, but I want to point something up to you. There's only one thing, my friend, that you're ever going to take to your grave, and that's integrity. You can't take money. You can't take property. All you can take is your reputation and your integrity. If you think for one moment that I would be employed by you to foster what you seem to believe in as a manager in professional wrestling, basically a leech, a parasite, living off the fine athletic bodies of wrestlers, sir, you're sadly mistaken. And as far as I'm concerned, if you have anything to do with this show in an ownership position, I'm gone. Am I clear?
Oh, you certainly are gone, Mr.
Thank
Well,
you.
you better save your speeches for the unemployment line, pal. You're not gonna do this. You understand? I don't care about you or you. You're both gone, man.
Welcome back to Pro Wrestling This Week, and may I take a moment to apologize to all of you for my fit of pique a moment ago when Mr. Dangerously came out here and began his rather loutish behavior here on a live set for this program. But nonetheless, he's gone, and it does smell a bit better in here at this time. Concerns one thing again, and that is the NWA World Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Ric Flair. But each week, Lex Luger keeps nibbling away at the base of Ric Flair. And you know, in other great confrontations in sports over the years, and you think of the Army-Navy game, you can think of Notre Dame and UCLA and many of the others, they only play once a year. But in this case, in professional wrestling, Lex Luger is meeting Ric Flair time after time after time. And I can only feel at this point in time that Lex Luger is growing closer and closer and closer to that title. But I certainly have to congratulate the tenacity, the spirit, and the determination of the NWA World Heavyweight Champion Ric Flair, because he is indeed a legend in his own time. He was the wrestler of the 80s. He could well be the wrestler of the 90s. Now, let's take a look at Sting for a moment. He's making a remarkable recovery. He's up and riding on a stationary bicycle at this time. And by the way, tomorrow evening on World Championship Wrestling, Jim Ross will have a special feature on Sting and his therapy and rehabilitation. Now, Mean Marcellus has returned from Japan. We understand that he has a new hold. I hope to have more information on that, but he left Japan rated number 1 of the top 10 in Japan at the time. And then let's talk about Norman and his black box. What's in it? A lot of people are imagining that it's an inanimate object. I can't believe that, but we will be finding out this week what is in the black box that Norman calls his ally. Now, Capital Combat, that'll be our next pay-per-view. That's coming up on Saturday, May 19th from Washington, D.C. at the D.C. Armory. It's going to be a great night of wrestling competition. We certainly invite you to make your reservations early on your cable stations to see Capital Combat. That'll be Saturday night. That'll be May 19th in Washington, D.C. And finally, a personal note, if you please, about Ole Anderson. Just what kind of a man is he? Here's a man who has told Sting now, put him on notice, if you will, that if he appears at any NWA events, that he, Ole Anderson, and the Horsemen will take care of them. A man with a sick mentality, in my opinion. That's the Wrestling News Network for this week. Join us again next week at the same time.